Right. Right. Good morning. I just noticed that, like, if you go onto the live stream, so if you're watching this live, I'm guessing, like, if you play it back as well, if you go down to like the bottom right and just change the settings so that the quality is 720p rather than 360p, it makes massive difference. Because you can actually see uh, the prices um, on the time, etc. So just double check everything. Yeah, everything seems all right. Cool. So yeah. So just if you just come in, like, just change the quality from 360p in the bottom right to 720p. Right. So just let's go back to like where I'm up to. Basically, like yesterday, I took a trade which was just a put on the euro. It was I put on the euro around about here, but I think it was like an hour expiry, somewhere around here. Because I just thought it's highly likely with that kind of pattern, just this sort of like really slow push down. It's highly likely it's going to just break down through this support level. So I was just waiting for it to pull back a bit, look for a bit of weakness, and then took a put. So that was, I think it was like a 45-minute trade, a 50-minute trade, something like that. So just to have a look, it's just this one. Oop. So I did that yesterday. So if you ever see sort of this sort of movement, just like really slow bleeding, have a look at the higher time frame, just see what's happening. We can see there that it's pretty obvious that we've broken through like this support level. By breaking through this support level, that would have kept us sort of in this range, and if we were in that range, there's a possibility that we could have bounced up and then maybe retest the highs. Because we've broken below it, that basically tells everyone that, you know, that's not likely to happen anytime soon, at least anyway. So we've broken below that price, and it's just sort of, yeah, it's just trickled down from there. So we're basically, if we go to the daily, we're just continuing the downtrend now. So this bounce, which was really impressive at the time, has just failed. So the high that was created from that bounce has failed to break out. I'll show you what I mean on 2 hour. So that high. So there was the bounce that was like the double bottom nearly, and then this huge squeeze. That high was the high for quite a few days. That's like a month nearly. And it just didn't break it. Nearly broke it there, but it just wicked out and came back, and then retested it, retested, and it retested like so many times. It just basically reconfirmed the fact that it's not going up. It's not going up past that level. So then we just sold off from there, and we've broken through this support level. So this support level where it came back, where the price came down to, and then bounced up. that was broken through, and because that was broken through, that was basically the end of that move. Just going to check the sound. It was broken through. Sound. just checking to make sure the sound was going through. So we're basically continuing the downtrend. What we've got now, though, is we've got a bounce from this support level. So this support level, which was from this big squeeze. So we had that really big squeeze, and then the price came right back down to here. And that's the area that we've bounced from now. It's also on 5-minute chart. I'll just take that away. It's also the 423.6 fib extension from the Asian session. Fib extension. See, for those who, you're right, Kevin. For those who know, well, have been in the my other chat room, know that I love the fib extension from the Asian session, and I'd always try and set it up first, like before I do anything else. Sometimes I forget, and sometimes I just can't really see a definite high or low, so I just don't use it. But for the most part, it works out like so well. So you can see there the 161.8 was the first sort of area that we got a bounce. 261.8 was just smashed through, but when it came back up, it used it as a resistance. Then it came down, and that sort of third leg? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that third leg was a bit weaker. Then, well, it was a bit. It wasn't as powerful a move down as the previous. And then we touched 423.6 exactly. I sort of opened up the charts and stuff around about here, so it was around about 10 past, and I just saw that it had touched 423.6. Sorry about my cough. It touched 423.6 and bounced up, and then it come back. It would come back down to this level, which was S1, which was a pivot level. It's also a fib level from here. Or is it? Strange, because it was before. Or was it that one? Right, okay. Maybe it's not exactly a pivot level. Sorry, a fib level. I was fibbing. But yeah, I got in around about there anyway. Just based on 5 minute and the 1 minute. So when I saw, which was it? When I saw the price sort of start to come back up, I sort of got in. Can't remember. I think it was 173 for a call. And that one is there. Yeah, 173. So yeah, that's where we're up to now. So that the currently at just up 5% in the day. So the trade yesterday I just put in as yesterday, so the total's a bit different to what's on the blog, but that's where I'm up to. Right. So back to trading for today. Go to Forex Factory. See what news is coming up. So we've got Cable. Just had news from Cable, so I'll just refresh it and just see what it was. I saw it coming up on my phone, but I didn't look. It shouldn't have made that much of an impact. I thought. No, it's just continuing the downtrend on cable. Cable's actually a bit further down than Euro. Look on Euro. Euro's got a bit of a way to go. Cable's nearly at support. Sorry, nearly at lows. So yeah, I'm looking at puts on cable. Wow. That move just makes me think that sorry about that. Yeah, that move down made me want to get a call, but I'm sort of thinking, like in this pullback, possibly get a put. Just a 5 to 10 minute. If it comes back to sort of like around about here, 6, 6, 7. We'll just see where it went down to. Actually, 6, 6, 5. I'll just take it there. 619 I got. I'm just doing just £1 trade there because I'm not 100% confident in it, and it means I can add to it if it does come up a bit more, because it could just sort of like squeeze back up. Alright, so it's the 161.8 extension from that. That's why it bounced. So let's see what happens. So I've got 5 minutes for that anyway. So that was cable, wasn't it? Yep. The euro move. I'm not sure where that's up to. The cable looks fine. Yeah, the MACD is negative on the 5 minute. So it's cross negative there. So it should force down through that 161.8 with no problem. To be honest, I wish I'd got a forex trade on that. Just bounce up a little and then crack down. And then it'll probably... Well, we should get to 1.462 actually. See what euro's doing if cable's selling off like that. So euro's at support. That's the kind of situation where I'd possibly use like a 1 to 2 minute, just where you know there'll be some resistance or some support, but it's unlikely to hold. the moves today are quite interesting because you've got just really big bounces from like support levels, like so not sort of like just this like sinking, these sort of slight sinking moves. It's sort of like genuine bounces that you can make use of, like especially with binary options. You can see it there on cable. It just gets to a point and then it's like straight away just bounces up. Gets to a point straight away bounces up. So it makes me sort of think 1 to 2 minute trades might be pretty good today, but I'm trying to stay away from them. So let's see. So I've got another minute. I don't think. I doubt we can squeeze up past that. Six. No, it's got to go 15 pips, isn't it? So that's another winner. $16 wins in a row. Good. Slowly but surely, getting there. Euro actually looks like it could bounce there, but I can't see it bounce with that much. Probably get up to maybe 220 possibly before continuing down, maybe 200. Cable is coming back though, which is a bit of a surprise. Just touched that 261.8. Nearly touched it. And it's just bounced off that, so that's why like following the trends quite difficult at times, because you tend to get to like sort of round numbers, like whole numbers, and you can get like big sort of whipsaws back. Oh, that's looking better. Ah, there's Euro going. Brilliant. That should bring cable down. straight away. That's put me off trading for a bit now. Forex Factory. What's the news coming up? So there's nothing else coming up apart from Canadian dollar stuff this afternoon. So pretty sure this is going to break down. So let's see where this could get to, could reach. So 1.6, I think there might be some kind of reaction to. Seems to be a bit of support here. .5, 1.05 as well. Just because, I mean, like, normally I'd just be looking to take calls on cable, but it's just, it's bounced too far up. So I'm dead reluctant. You can see there, it's got like a little bounce and then it just sort of comes back. At any point, it could just break through that level, especially if Euro's just looking like it's selling off. So that's why I'm not taking any trades at the minute. Good morning, Mike. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, if I'd taken a call anywhere there, it would just be out of the money. But I'd be more inclined to take a call because of the wick. It's a difficult one. That. I'm good, Mike. I'm really good. Just taking it easy. Just relaxing. It's the best way to do it. How are you, Mike? How are you doing? For anyone who came in later, you can change the quality to HD in the bottom right. So just click on the little cog. Just go to 720 rather than 360 because is it 360? Yeah, 360 because it's makes a hell of a difference. So I'm tempted to take a call now. Nah, I'll wait. Oh, is it the New York one? I was going to say as well about about my progress so far. Like if you look at the daily increase, I was sort of thinking about it and just thinking, well, I'm below target because the target each day I want is it's 30%. I said 1.3 because that's how you have to type it in on this, but it's 30% increase per day. So Wednesday when I started, I got 25.7. Yesterday was 19, so like nearly 20. So it's below my target. But the thing is, I've not been trading. I've only been trading like one session. So it's fine, really. It's just Yeah, it's fine. So it's just below. Well, it's above half, isn't it? So it's fine. Plus, this week is like half a week because I started on the Wednesday because there was a bank holiday on the Monday. So yeah, it's no problem. But I am aware that I need to take more trades, but I'm not going to force anything. Um, the Euro's just coming down again, just retesting that. It should break through. It should break through because we've got a cross of the MACD and the 5 minute. Come on. Through 1.06. Nice. Right, this one's 1.8. I'm tempted to buy. We'll get a call. So the price there is. Actually, I'll try and get 5.9. 1.059. So I'll get one on the initial touch of it, if it gets there. And then wait for MACD to cross back positive to take any more. I might just buy this pretty soon, actually. Yeah, I'll just get there. So we've got 971 for a call. As I say, like I'm going to get a few more. Ideally, I'd like it to touch 5.9 first. I've got 10 minutes for this as well, so I might have preempted it a bit too much. I got a forex trade on as well on cable, just short up here somewhere. Yeah, it might have been a bit too early on that, mightn't I? Was it 971? Hopefully this will come up for the next 5 minutes, but I don't know because the 1.06 is looking like it's resistance. It just needs to break through there, and then it'll be all right. But I'm not 100% convinced that it will. I'd like to be proved wrong, to be honest. So it might just go for another leg down. Tempted to get another one. I'll see. I'll just leave it a bit. I'd like to get a cross back up on the MACD. So it's coming back. It's coming down to my level now. I'll get another one there at 33. Right, so it's breaking down. Great. So I'd like to see it like really shoot down and touch. So make sure this is a low. It's 5802. Right, so I lost that. So I lost that 971. Let's get another one at 24. This might just be a one that I'll have to wait for, which is fine. Yeah, the delay on it. I looked into it like so much, and I just tried like loads of different things, but there was hardly any change in the delay time. So I just sort of thought, well, I've never really wanted to do this as a signal service. Like, for anyone who's in like the other room would know, um, and that's simply because I don't think like signal services work, because you're forever indebted to the signal provider, because you're never going to learn from like what they're doing. The amount of like trade rooms I've been in, and they just haven't explained what they're doing at all. They just sort of say buy, sell, etc., and you're just like, what? This is of no benefit to me at all. So I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to show people like how I do it. This may not necessarily be the right way to do it, but it seems to work. Works for me anyway, he says, as this price comes back. So I need free. I should have just waited for that 5.9 instead of preempting it before. Right, so I actually got that. that was very lucky. Yeah, but just waiting for that 5.9, like I said, I would have been fine. I wouldn't have needed another 2 trades. So that's not convinced this third trade will win either. 2-4. Ah, it's ruined my streak. To be honest, that was the main thing that was pissing me off about that other trade, just because my winning streak had lost. Yeah, I mean, like that, Mike. That was the other thing, the other reason for going to back to like 5 minute trades and just trading them rather than sort of going back and forth between 1 to 2 minute to 5 to 10 minute. Just because I want to preempt all my trades. It's really obvious. You can see what I'm doing. You know, you can see like where I'm entering trades. So, well, I like to think that anyway. If it's not, if there's any like confusion or anything, just ask me a question about it, or just if you're looking back on the videos, just leave a comment. We've broken through nearly that 1.06, so it should be, well, nearly broke through it. It should be alright. You should get up to 6.1-ish, hopefully. Let's see what cable's doing, because I've got a bloody hell. I'll have to close that. Just checked with me. The short I had on cable was actually entered around about here, so I've just got out of that. Alright, so that's alright. 924. So nearly 10% for the day in an hour. That's good. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. Not quite sure what cable will do there. It's a bit of a strange move. Yeah, there's a bit of a breakdown, Gary, on cable. Everything's sort of like lining up really nicely with the fibs this morning, so it's been quite well. It's been really good. Got my uh, first loss in a while though, so I was a bit gutted about that. Let's see, is that 13? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 16. Yeah, so 16 wins and then a loss, and then 2 wins. So the 2 wins after it are made up for the loss, but it's still it's not ideal. Um, Euro's just coming back up to try and get back into that range. I'm not sure whether it will do it or not. I don't really want to bet against it doing it. The cable's just I don't know what that I don't know what that is. That move. Just don't trust it. Just have a look at some of the other pairs and just see if there's anything else doing anything. No, not at all. Australian dollar, Japanese yen's just sort of trending down. I don't really like Australian dollar, Japanese yen though, especially when it trends down. Right, so we broke back above, and it's closed above, so it might just continue up until like 1.062 or something. Maybe even what's that? 166. it is looking like Australian dollar, Japanese yen might come up. Just see where it's up to. Nah. Just leave that alone. So yeah, that might come up to 6.2. At the same time, though, it might just carry on up to 6.3. I don't tend to like trading that kind of move. Just because there's too many variables. You never know, like, quite what price it's going to turn around at, and if it will turn around. Looks like it might be using that pivot level as resistance. I am sort of tempted to take a put soon. If it comes back up to that level, I think might just, that's sort of 615. Might just take one put. It's like £1 trade. 615. If it reaches it. Oh yeah. Right, I'll just get it there. Free. Yeah, I'm not too confident about this now. That seems like that's quite a strong leg on that 1 minute. I'll possibly go to 6-2. You'll have to break above that resistance level 165. bounced right off 6 EMA as well in the 5 minute. We'll see. See what happens. Oh, it came back up to that 150 that level that was looking at. That price I was looking at. So if it doesn't get above 150, then should be all right. But if it gets above 150, then that's that the likelihood then is well, it would have printed. It wouldn't have printed a lower high. So the likelihood then is it will go higher. See what happens anyway. It is in a downtrend, so that's on our side, but that is like a V reversal, isn't it? Yeah, it looks like it's breaking above. Ooh. Yeah, for anyone who's just joined, like you can change the quality up to 720 at the bottom right. Yeah, it's just your own cable just slowly squeezing up. Annoying. It might be close on this. Should have waited for that 150 as well. I should have added that 150. I don't know. It's just the price is just too close together. It just irritates me loads. I always try and take trades where it's there's likely to be a big move after it. I don't like sort of taking trades where I know it's likely to just come down a bit and then go back up, because it could do that in any sort of time frame. It could do it really quickly. It could do, it could do it slow. You want it to do it slow, so that the option expires in profit, but it could do it like at any speed. And you know, you've got to think about like the two variables. The two elements of binary options trading, like and that's like the price and the time. The time aspect doesn't matter with it doesn't matter so much with spot forex, but it's you have to think about it with binary options. If you get the right price, you're sort of halfway there, but you can see there. I mean, the timing, was a few seconds out. I would have lost that one. Oh, winner's a winner though. It's kept my streak 34. I'm glad I didn't add to it then at 150. Nah. Yeah, Australian dollar, Japanese yen's just, that would have been hard to trade. Can't see there being many more trades at the minute. Yeah, I can't see many trades at all happening anytime soon. I think 6-3. I'll probably try for a put there. Try for a put 6-3 and then maybe a bit higher as well. I'd just like to see a bit of weakness from this. It's just sort of squeezing up. It's squeezing up like this just because the this move is sort of finished really. See, I'd like a breaking of support there, breaking of support here, comes back above, breaks support down here, and then it's it's back into this range from there to there. So I mean, like the next trade, if it was to come down to, it'd be sort of like 606 ish as a call. Wasn't expecting that. No. Just wait and see with that. Just wait and see with your own. Just see what happens. But yeah, we might get down to like 605 and then get a little bounce, or even 106. cable's just touched that 161.8. Oh, that's annoying. Looks like that was possibly the reason why Euro came down at that point. See, that's why I don't like Australian dollar, Japanese yen. Look at that. You'd think like once you broke out of that range, closed above it, you'd continue up, but no, it just knocks it back down. That was why I avoided that trade. No, can't see anything else. That's annoying, that. Yeah, there's divergence there. I didn't see it. Just on the Wilders RSI free, so it had like sort of around that area, particularly there. That's the first high, and then when it reaches this next high, the Wilders RSI free is lower, so I missed that. All the charts seem to be just coming into like just an area that doesn't really make sense. Like this Euro, just I don't know what's happening. Annoyingly, it bounced at the area that I said it would, but that was before I knew what pattern would evolve. And like once it started selling off like that, I just sort of thought, well, I just ignored it. No, I can't see anything else. I'm not gonna like force any trades or anything, so I'll just leave it at that and come back for the New York session. Hopefully there'll be like some action in the New York session, but I'll play it by ear. I'll see what happens. I'll be there at 1:30 UK time. So yeah, I'll see you there. Take care.